Welcome to this video on how to live free now. If you're in a situation where you feel like you are restricted, or if you believe in your mind that you are restricted, or you feel it in your body that you are restricted, or you don't know how to move forward in life, this video is for you. I'm going to show you how, with a simple story, that you can move forward and create a life that you love. My name is Vicky Lord, and if you're new to this channel, I help women to have everyday confidence so that you can go and create life your way with new dreams and new possibilities. So I recently went shopping for a pot. Well, this pot came into my life, a pot plant. And out in the wild, this pot plant will grow wild and free, up tall. It'll be very, very big plant. And so I got a little cutting off this wild and free plant and brought it home. And it came in a little pot, and I got told that this big wild and free plant that is out there will only grow to the size of this little pot because it's going to get root bound. Because outside in the big grass, the roots go really big down in the earth and the leaves get really big. But now that I've got the little cutting, it's only going to stay to the size of the pot because roots will spin around and it'll get stuck in this little pot. And so I love this little pot. I'm like, this is really cool. And I also had compassion for it. I'm like, you're supposed to be big and wild and free. And I thought, what can I do for this little pot that it can experience more of life? And so I heard that I could stick a stick in the middle of it, and this plant will grow all the way up the stick, and it will bring new life, tall and big. And I'm like, and still be in this little pot. And I thought that's really cool. That's a cool example of how we can break free in our life. So I want to share with you how belief is formed in our life, because the belief is 99.9% of the time what's holding us back, apart from the reality of the situation. But I'm going to show you how you can change the surrounding around you as well. And it starts with the inner part of ourself, and the inner part of ourself is life itself. So I'm going, when we come to creating the life around us and within ourselves, we need to understand how belief is formed. So, and how the mind is formed. And so what happens is, throughout life, we have these senses. We've got eyes that see, so we'll see something through life, or we might hear something through life, or we might feel something through life. Something will happen that will create in us a moment in time. And so, whatever we see or hear or feel will give a meaning to that. So, we'll either do two things. We'll see something and we'll give it meaning, and that will be in us as a memory, or we'll see something and we'll let it float by and it will mean nothing to us. So when it comes to restriction, it means that there was a moment in time when you saw or heard something and you gave it the meaning that it was true, and that which was a feeling. So the feeling is the belief. And so the feeling now, which is the belief, is the mind. So the thought life and your feeling, what you feel in your body, what you believe becomes the mind. And so our mind has created a reality, and we call it a personal reality. It's our personal outlook on life. We've created this mind and this feeling. And so what we need to do if we want to change restriction in our life is we want to change our mindset. And we do this by changing the belief, which is feeling in our body, and the feeling in our body holds the emotion. So we've got, this isn't confusing. I'm going to make it make sense to you. So we've got the emotion in our body, and we've got our thought life, and that's all it is. There's the three things that make up the mind. It's the feeling, it's the belief, the certainty of the thing that you're believing, and then we've got the language that we're talking to ourselves. So when we are letting go of restriction, we need to know that the belief or the mind that we have isn't true. All it is a repetition of feelings, of repetition of the belief, which is the feeling. It's a repetition of the thought life. So that moment in time where you saw or felt or heard something, you may have heard that, you know, you've got to be this certain kind of a way so that you're worthy, or you've got to do this certain thing so that you're approved, or you've got to do this certain thing um so that you're protected, you got to be like this so that. And that kind of restriction comes in that moment of time, but we can change that right now with awareness. And so awareness is your first step to living free. So moving forward, do you feel restricted in any area? And so what we're going to do with that is take the awareness and we can say yes or no. But in this case, we'll use the yes. So do you feel restricted? Yes, in this one area. And what we're going to do is break it, and we break it by creating a new pattern, a new habit. So in the past, you may have been like, why am I the one that is restricted? Whereas now you can change that and we change it. Thankfulness is the fastest way to change. So if you say, thank you, I am free, you'll change it. And so what will happen is you may not feel it instantly, but the moment that you feel the thankfulness that I'm free is the moment your life will change. So that is it. The repetition has happened over time. And so now we're going to break it with a new repetition over time. And I want to, if you watched it this far, this video this far, then the key takeaway right now is to live free now, is to start with the new repetition. Thank you. And we're speaking to the life within us, the deeper life within us. So saying, thank you. I am free now. Thank you. I get to choose life my way. Thank you. I get to express life. Thank you. And that thank you is going to be the fastest way to create a new belief in your life right now. And pretty soon, this new life that you feel within you is going to go around and it will go out to your surroundings and to the people that you love and all of that as well. But it does start with you and your inner self being grateful for the freedom, the feeling of the freedom coming into your life. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to go further, I never know who wants to go further in their personal journey, but I have a course called Journey of Self, and it was designed to help people who wanted to live free now. Once I understood life, my life became this place of freedom, and I want that for anyone who is a freedom seeker to know how to live free in your heart and your soul moving forward. So I'll link that below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a subscribe or a thumbs up or a comment and let me know that you got something out of it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.